Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Tamizi Benawi. Today I will present fascinating communication theory known as social exchange theory. I hope my presentation can explain how our activities can shape social exchange. For introduction, theory exchange is an approach that focus on how individual makes decisions in the context of social interaction based on the circulation of gain and losses. This theory argues that individuals engage in social relationship to benefit and avoid losses. The underlying principle of this theory is similar to the concept in the economics, where the individuals seek to obtain the maximum return from their investment in social relationship. This theory is rooted in early thinking by experts such as George Hohmann and Peter Blau. Hohmann, in his work in the 1960s, developed this theory based on the idea that social interaction can be explained through simple economic principles. Blau then expanded this theory by emphasizing the role of social structure and status in the exchange process. The theory can be applied to all forms of relationship that have economic value, because basically every relationship will require effort and cost in addition to the profit of benefit received. Cost here not only refer to money but also time and energy. In every relationship, both parties need to give effort and time for relationship to run well. Instead of cost, positive result will be expected. For example, in friendship, there are many times when they have argument and disagreement, or when they lose time studying and spend time and money to have fun. However, due to the comfort factor and moral support obtained over a long period of time, this relationship will be maintained and all the costs incurred will be proportionate because there are more benefits that fail. Every relationship will also go through an evaluation stage when both parties weigh the value of the relationship. After a certain period of time in the process, it will be decided whether the perceived benefit of a relationship are worth the effort, including energy, time, cost. Expanded, if the relationship continue, let's say a relationship between a couple initially went smoothly and brought positive impact on your life until you continue it. But after a long time, you find that your partner take advantage of your kindness and make you feel very uncomfortable for his behavior. Then the evaluation result can change and you may act to end or leave it. In the end, every relationship is different depending on the condition, the environment, and the individual in it. This social exchange theory can help individuals to better understand the value of relationship and how to evaluate it. Definition of exchange theory. Social exchange theory is a social science theory that states that a social relationship has element of reward, sacrifice, and benefit that benefit both parties. Reward is the result achieved after sacrifice is made. Sacrifice is everything avoided, and benefit is a reward minus sacrifice. Social exchange is a social science theory based on the idea that relationships between two people are created through cost-benefit analysis. It is generally described as a profit or loss ratio. In general, social exchange theory is a theory that social relationship has elements of appreciation, sacrifice, and appreciation that interact with each other. This theory explains how people view our relationship with others based on their perception, fighting the balance between what goes into a relationship and what comes out of a relationship, the kind of relationship that lasts and the opportunity for better relationship with others. Specifically, social exchange theory is a social science theory based on the idea that relationship between two people is created through cost-benefit analysis. Social exchange theory is a not only theory but also a framework where the theorists can dialogue with each other. All these theories are based on different assumptions about human nature and the nature of human relationship. This human nature refer to in this context is first and foremost a human being who often desire reward and is far from punishment. Then the standard used to evaluate cost and benefit change from time to time and from person to person. However, the nature of the relationship means that the relationship independence and the life of the relationship is process. Thus, it can be concluded that the basic premise of the development of science exchange theory is that everyone enters. Homer's exchange theory is based on the assumption that people behave to obtain reward or avoid punishment. This theory based on the principle of economic transaction, where people of got goods of service and return, they must receive the desired good of service. This theory assumes that social interactions are similar to economic transactions, but according to the theory of exchange, social exchange cannot be measured only by money because the things exchanged are tangible and intangible. For example, a person who works in a company expects not only external reward in the form of salary, but also internal reward in the form of pleasure, friendship, and job satisfaction. The assertion of social learning and social exchange theory is that human social behavior can only be explained by some non-mentalistic process that can be observed. All theories influenced by this perspective emphasize that direct relationship between observed behavior and environment. Basic principle of social exchange theory. Benefit and cost. The main principle of social exchange theory is that individuals evaluate social relationships based on the benefit obtained and the cost incurred. Benefit can be in the form of emotional, material, or social support, while cost can be in the form of time, effort, or other resources. Individuals will tend to maintain relationships that provide greater benefit compared to the cost incurred. Second, relation calculation. This theory assumes that individuals act rationally in making decisions about social relationships. That is, they will evaluate various options based on the potential benefits and costs involved and choose the option that provide the best result. Third, reciprocity. Social interaction in this theory often involve the principle of reciprocity, where individuals expect a reward for the contribution they make in the relationship. If individuals feel that their contributions are not getting the appropriate reward, they may feel dissatisfied and look for other alternatives. And third, equality and justice. Equality and justice in social relations are also important elements in this theory. Individuals tend to seek fair relationships where contribution and reward are considered balance. Imbalance in a relationship can cause dissatisfaction and conflict. Application of social exchange theory. Social exchange theory has been applied in various fields to understand the dynamics of interpersonal and social relationships. Here are some important applications of this theory. First, personal relationship. In personal relationships such as marriage or friendship, social exchange theory can explain how individuals evaluate satisfaction in relationship based on perceived benefit and cost. For example, couple in a married relationship may evaluate their satisfaction based on the emotional and material support they receive compared to the effort and time they invest. Work environment. In the context of the work environment, this theory can be used to understand employee motivation and the dynamics of relationship between superior and subordinate. Employees may evaluate their job satisfaction based on the reward they receive, such as salary, benefit, and career opportunities, compared to the job demand and stress they experience. Social and political relation. Social exchange theory is also applied in the analysis of social and political relations. For example, the relationship between voters and politicians can be understood as an exchange where voters give their support or vote in the hope of obtaining a policy or program that benefit them. And last, social organization and community. At the level of social organization and the community, this theory can explain how individuals participate in social activities and organization based on the benefit they receive, such as sense of achievement or social support. Basic assumption on social exchange theory. People are motivated to keep something of value when they have to give some up according to the social work. We extend the social exchange where they receive more benefit than cost. Benefit and cost can be in form of material benefit or other forms such as working hours facilities. They generally expect to receive the same cost by paying the same cost. People break up when they believe the cost outweigh the benefit. When measuring benefit and cost, people compare their expectation, past experience, or other alternatives such as relation effect. In social exchange theory, people tend to compare often without realizing it. They compare relationship with hope of past relationship in the reference point to help the person decide when they have had enough of the relationship. However, if a person does not have a healthy relationship, they will continue to maintain an unsafe relationship. That's why this theory can be used for those who are looking for a safe, healthy, and happy relationship. But this is a theory of social exchange cannot be seen at the beginning of relationship. Very well, mine call it the honeymoon phase. At the beginning of relationship, people tend to ignore the balance of the social exchange. In other words, they are willing to sacrifice for the sake of the relationship, even ignoring the high cost. Although the earning potential is often exaggerated to the point when it sometimes doesn't make sense. When this honeymoon is over, they will do a resurvey. This advantage become more concrete and advantage become more realistic. Some feature of the for some feature for understanding social exchange theory. If we have known the basic assumption underlying the development of social exchange theory, we also need to know what the characteristics of the theory are. Here are some characteristics of social exchange theory. People are motivated to receive value when they have to give up something. A person participates in social exchange when he receives more reward than cost. Benefit and production can be in the form of material benefit or other forms such as working hours of facilities. You usually expect to receive the same benefit for the same cost. People leave a relationship when they think that the cost is greater than the benefit. When measuring benefit and cost, people compare their expectation, past experience, or other alternative. Development and criticism of social exchange theory. Since its introduction, social exchange theory has experienced development and variation. Some experts have developed this theory further by introducing a new concept or adapting the theory for different contexts. However, this theory is also received criticism from various perspectives. First, theoretical development. Of the important development of social exchange theory is the integration of concepts from social psychology and more complex exchange theory. For example, this theory has been expanded to include the emotional and cognitive dimension of social exchange, as well as the role of the social and cultural norm in influencing individual decision. Criticism of theory. Some criticism of social exchange theory include claims that this theory focuses too much on rational speculation and does not sufficiently consider emotional and social factors that affect relationship. Other critics state that this theory may not fully accommodate the complexity and variation in human relationship, especially in the context of relationships that are altruistic or based on social value. For the conclusion, so much for a short discussion about the definition of social exchange theory. This discussion not only discussed the definition of a social exchange theory, but also discussed the originator of social exchange theory, the principle of social exchange theory, as well as the characteristic and various contradictions regarding the social exchange theory. Understanding the meaning of social exchange theory makes us better understand about the various types of relationship from social activities that humans do, and also help us to respond well to relationship from social activities when it happens to ourselves or others. Thank you.